Welcome here to the 2025 Twin Cities Film Fest. I'm Blythe Whealy, hosting the red carpet here at the Marcus West End Theater. I'm alongside filmmaker of What I Am Today, Maa Maa Dei, Eunice Wangadi, and I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and today we get to talk about your film. We first want to make sure everyone's caught up to speed. Can you tell me a little overview about it?
Yes, our film is a 15-minute short documentary focusing on the story of Jay, who is an amazing baker, and her journey figuring out how she wants to become from a restaurant kid, becoming an architecture student, and then becoming a baker herself now. So really exploring those themes of family, relationships, grief, and creativity with it too.
And Eunice, it was so beautifully done. I was glad I got a chance to watch this film. But I was curious how you actually got connected sometimes with documentaries. Yeah. It's always interesting. How did you get connected with the story?
Well, we were first fans of her food. In Chicago, she was really building.
I need to try some. You know, we should have some here.
It's beautiful. Yes, her food is really good. And she was doing a lot of work within the community to really spread what it means to be Asian in the Midwest. And she was building communities, teaching people how to make mooncakes and everything. And so my team partners, who are not here today, Ian and Matt, they enjoyed her aesthetic, her work, and then we reached out, and thankfully she said yes and agreed to it. So.
No, that's awesome. I'm glad that all worked out. I'm curious also about when you were going through this process, if there was anything that was challenging while you were trying to make this story come to life as well as you did.
Yeah, we really focus a lot on like food. So during the editing process, we really struggled with like how do you bridge food and her story of relationships and make that into a cohesive story. Thankfully, also during the documentary process, we did not realize that her mom, we were hoping her mom would want to be a part of the filming and the documentary. She did not give us a yes before, so that was a new thing. Like, how do we incorporate her mom's story and a lot of what she is? And I'm so glad that her mom said yes, because it really added a lot of richness and color into our film as well.
Definitely. And what are you hoping that audiences are taking away as they see this today?
Yeah, I think all of us, including Jay and her mom, we hoped that we would capture the heart of grieving and the heart of how that can be a beautiful thing as we process and yearn and lament, and then brings in a whole new side of hope that we hope to cultivate into our craft. So for Jay, that is within her baking and what she does to get connected to a lot of the relationships that she was going through. And so that's the message of grief and hope is something that I think every one of us wanted to capture.
Yeah, and it came across so well, like I said. And I also want to talk about, when you think of the lineage of this film, of course you get to see her go through her life and what she decides to do with it. I don't want to spoil anything for those who haven't seen it yet, but what does that look like for your life? Is there anything in your lineage that has brought you back to?
What a question. I think for me, I really find a lot of joy, and I'm sure a lot of people here do too, in highlighting people's stories and the beauty of humanity and really what that means, especially in this age of AI. I'm going down to the whole extreme of like, how do we really dig deeper into what makes us humans? And going through a lot of change, that is my lineage, just wanting to continue to highlight that and represent that so that we don't lose sight of that. So,
awesome job. I'm so glad you're joining us here. But Eunice and her film, What I Am Today, Maa Maa Dei, thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We'll be back here on our Twin Cities Film Fest red carpet after the break.